here's an interesting question. Ethereum changed some things about the way it operates different than Bitcoin. And the Bitcoin maxis say that's all wrong, right? Proof of stake, that's bad. That could be corrupted. You need proof of work. To be money, 100% agree. Bitcoin is digital gold, digital money, an asset that exists in the absence of a liability. Ethereum's not that. Solana's not that. Nothing else. Bitcoin is money.
Wait a minute, everyone. Welcome to BitcoinZilla, your platform for daily cryptocurrency analysis and news. Our mission is to keep it simple. BitcoinZilla offers engaging information that is easy to understand. Our analysts keep their eyes on the latest news to provide valuable insights via email. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Join our community of 10,000 subscribers and experience the new edge with BitcoinZilla. Subscribe now. In today's video, Mark Yusko, the founder and CEO of Morgan Creek Capital Management, talks about Bitcoin ETF, the macro environment, opportunities, and the industry's future outlook. So without wasting any time, let's dive into the video.
So that's a long-winded way of saying it's FUD, it's expected, and the reality is the courts forced the SEC and Chairman Gensler to approve the Bitcoin ETF.
Yeah.
There have been no such court ruling, no such lawsuit to force his hand on Ethereum.
Right.
Therefore, he can do all of this, FUD campaign to make people afraid that it's not going to happen. And as we all know, people will buy the rumor, whatever that rumor is, whether it's new technology adoption, whether it's new chips, whether it's new products, and then some of them will sell the news. And so you'll get this run up in price. And then if it doesn't happen or it does happen, they'll sell out of fear. If it doesn't happen, they'll sell out of, I'm going to take my profits if it does. And we saw that after the Bitcoin ETFs, and then they went back up. And now there's been some, downside pressure. Ethereum ran along with it, got all the way up over $5,000 and, or $4,000, sorry. And now, bam, back down again. BlackRock is going to do what BlackRock is going to do.
Yeah.
They are the largest asset manager in the world. I told people for a year that there was no question in my mind. As soon as they announced they were going after the Bitcoin ETF, not only was it going to get approved, they were going to be first. Now, they decided to crown them all at the same time, but and Bitcoin has, BlackRock has applied for an ETF in Ethereum as well. I think the challenge now is who has the bigger, stick, shall we say, and everything is political. Appointments of these, unelected people are by the current administration that happens to appoint them. It happens to be an election year. So, look, Ms. Warren is pretty anti all of this. Why? Well, my thesis, I won't put words in her mouth, but my thesis is you look at her largest campaign contributors, they happen to be large financial institutions that have a great deal at stake if they are disrupted. So it's not surprising to me that she would craft legislation to slow down the disruptive technology. Okay, the fact that it's an election year and that she's, look, show me who said it, show me the incentive, I'll show you the outcome.
There you go.
That is the way the world has always worked.
Over the past 48 hours, Bitcoin price dropped 13% from its new all-time high of $73,835 to briefly trade near $60,000. The correction was caused by overheated market conditions in what analysts have christened a pre-halving retrace ahead of the Bitcoin halving event that is roughly 30 days away. However, a report by CryptoQuant shows that the Bitcoin bull cycle is not over, given the relatively low level of investment flows from new investors and price valuation metrics, still below levels seen in past market tops. The on-chain data analytic firm's weekly crypto report reveals that 48% of Bitcoin investment is coming from short-term holders. The bull cycle typically ends with 84%-92% of investment from these new investors, according to CryptoPoint analysts. The Bitcoin bull cycle is still far from over, as shown by the relatively low level of new investment flows. The chart also reveals that this metric has reached levels similar to mid-2019, 52%, when Bitcoin also experienced a meaningful correction, something that short-term traders should watch out for.
If BlackRock really, really wants it to happen, it'll happen.
Maybe
because I think they have a bigger stick. I think they do have a bigger stick than the current chairman. Let's say, I think it's highly unlikely before the election, because the current guy was appointed by the current administration.
Right.
So he's going to do what he has to do to stay. Now, if the administration were to change in November, how quickly would they replace, the SEC chairman? Probably pretty quickly. How quickly would that person, do I think the ETF is high on the agenda? No, I don't think it's the bottom, but I don't think it's the first thing they would do. I think we've seen 12-ish billion of net inflow over the 8 weeks or so. I think that absolutely can and will continue. Do I think it is likely to accelerate, not decelerate? Yeah. And the reason is you still don't have all of the wirehouses and independents with full approval of the ETFs for their advisors. We still don't have all the education resources. There's going to be volatility, right? I think the volatility that we're experiencing now, talked about this, right after Chinese New Year, every year after a big year. So 3 out of 4 years in the cycle, so not on the down years, but on the 3 up years, you get 2 drawdowns in the first half of the year. One around Lunar New Year, because people in China need to cash out to fill up their red envelopes with cash, with renminbi. And that happens like clockwork, and it's a big place. Second is around tax time for the U.S. So kind of, Ides of March through the first week of April, as people realize, oh, geez, I got to pay taxes on all that crypto that I traded last year because it was up, 155%. And there's natural selling.
The upcoming Bitcoin halving event is a major driver expected to bolster BTC price, ushering in a parabolic uptrend. According to CoinMarketCap's halving countdown, Bitcoin's next halving event is less than 30 days away. With approximately 4,450 blocks to go, the estimated time remaining would see Bitcoin's fourth halving take place on April 20, with the miner block rewards reducing by 50% from 6.25 BTC to 3.125 BTC. Historically, Bitcoin's supply halving has been associated with an uptick in BTC's price. The halving has always preceded a significant bull run in the Bitcoin market. Standard Chartered Bank has made a bold prediction, raising its forecast for BTC price from $100,000 to $150,000 in 2024. The bank also predicted that BTC's price would reach the cycle top of $250,000 in 2025 before settling at around $200,000. Although the bank's analysis is not entirely based on the halving event, it draws on the impressive performance of the spot Bitcoin ETF since they began trading on January 11, and the different dynamics they bring to the market this halving cycle. And do not forget to subscribe to Bitcoin Seller. The most important news will reach your inbox on a daily basis and for free. I do not know why you have not subscribed yet. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more daily updates. Remember, knowledge is power, and we're here to empower you on your financial journey. Until next time, happy investing.